Hello everyone, before I start today's review, I just want to point out, I'm sorry if the quality is not as good. I don't know if it will be because my phone cracked last night and I'm going to go to the Apple store later today and see if I can fix it or get a new phone. Anyway, whatever, let's just do the review. I'm talking about Spider-Man today. I got the Spider-Man trilogy because it was cheap on Amazon and I watched them all. And we're going to talk about them all. Because, you know, Spider-Man. They're making a new Spider-Man movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's coming out in a while. Why not? I don't know. Wanted to watch these movies eventually. So the first Spider-Man movie is directed by Sam Raimi and stars Tobey Maguire, James Franco, and Kristen Dunst, I believe that's her name. I don't know. It basically follows Peter Parker in his last days of high school when he's bitten by a radioactive spider on a field trip, and he gets the ability to shoot webs, and he gets super strength, he can jump and climb walls and stuff, and he's basically a spider, because he's given spider powers and stuff, so he dons a superhero costume after his Uncle Ben gets shot and killed and decides to protect the city and stuff. And this was a fun movie. It was really good and I pretty enjoyed the first Spider-Man movie. Previous to this, the only Spider-Man movie I saw was The Amazing Spider-Man. I really like The Amazing Spider-Man, but I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm going to watch it again and review it. But anyway, this is a fun movie. I really enjoyed the first Spider-Man movie. Now, first off, the acting is pretty good. You know, it's your typical superhero movie. Tobey Maguire is a pretty good Spider-Man. Like, I really see him as this, you know, this nerdy kid who's like a fish out of water when he's just bitten and he's given his sudden powers and has to deal with them. I like that. And, you know, James Franco is his best friend, Harry Osborn. He's pretty good, too. I like more of, like, what happens to him later on in the series. I'm not the biggest fan of him in the first one, because, you know, there's a couple jerk moves he kind of pulls on Peter in this one that I'm not the biggest fan of. You know, one character I'm not a big fan, though, is Mary Jane Watson, Kristen Dunst's character. Honestly, she's one of the worst love interests in any superhero movie I've ever seen, to be perfectly honest. And it's really apparent throughout the entire trilogy that she's just there for to be something for Spider-Man to chase, something to rescue, something to be his motivation. She's a nice character, don't get me wrong, I don't hate her as a character. It's just that she doesn't do anything that's really that important other than do things that drives Peter to do what he wants and to drive him to want to get a car so he has to go and get money, or to drive him to, like, save her all the time and stuff and follow her. And, you know, I don't really care that much about her character. Maybe they give her a more interesting character in the comics, I don't know. But she's not exactly the best love interest character, I'm sorry. And, you know, as for villains in this movie, we have the Green Goblin, who is actually Harry Osborn's father, Norman Osborn, who basically tests the experiment on himself, and he gets this weird rage, opposite personality thing, and he basically just decides to go after the executives who didn't want to fund his experiment, so Spider-Man's going to have to stop him now. And I have to say, there's some pretty cool fight scenes in this one. Like, when Spider-Man is out doing his thing and, like, fighting, it's awesome, and I really like seeing that. And however, when you really see him fight the Green Goblin, you can really kind of tell the CGI in this thing is kind of dated a little bit. And you can tell it's kind of CGI. And Spider-Man, when he's swinging around, he really does look CGI'd. But, you know, I can forgive it, because this is 2002, I believe it was. I don't quite remember. But, you know, I can forgive it for the time, because I imagine back then this was, like, awesome. It was still a lot of fun to watch. And, you know, I love the action scenes, seeing Spider-Man do his thing. It's really cool, and, you know, all the stuff. The biggest problem with this movie I have is the character interactions, especially, like, Peter and Mary Jane. Like, you can really tell the first half an hour feels really awkward with Peter, you know, and trying to impress MJ and all that stuff, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. But, you know, once he becomes Spider-Man, the movie really gets going, and it's a lot of fun, and it's really cool to see him do his thing, you know, the stuff that drives him, fighting Green Goblin and all that. Pretty cool, I have to say. And, you know, there are also a couple cheesy lines in there with the script. Like, I'm not going to spoil some of them, but, you know, they, like, the script isn't the best thing ever. But again, it's still a thoroughly entertaining movie with, you know, it's got solid writing, it's well acted, and it's got some good action. Not the best characters ever, and not the best writing, but it was great for the time, and I had a great time with it. It's a fun movie, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. As for which I prefer, I don't know. I still like The Amazing Spider-Man a lot, but I need to watch it again. Whatever. Point is, good movie, the first Spider-Man movie, and I'm going to give it a 90%. Good movie, check it out, and yeah, I'll see you guys next review. Adios, home slices.